back. Oh, poor burning infested terrain. But this was a huge setback for this Zek, as they did lose a lot of their army, and this is going to cost them a lot. Let's have a quick look at the units. There is a couple of Mutalisks ready. Are they harassing yet? I do not see any harassment going on. No, there's none. So there's no harassment as of yet, but look at this. Proxy Pattern put so close next to this hatchery, going to probably put some pressure on it. So there's really not much that this Zek can do except for turning all his Mutalisks against it, but this is still not allowed. A couple of Starcraft should be able to chase them away. And right now, this hatchery is going down, no problem whatsoever. Let's have a quick look at the upgrades, as there's no clash of the data as of yet, I can see it. Those have +1 upgrade to the close combat weapons, and they are going to be upgraded once again in no time. This is almost ready, and they have queued up the shield upgrade, which is very essential. And there we go, no more Colossus are being useful, because this is so going to be powerful. And I mean, after the Colossus are done, what Protoss really have against those masses of units, especially no, I shouldn't say this kind of stuff, but against Biobeat of Terran with Ghost. I mean, okay, I will stop talking right now. This Terran army really in a bad position. Those forces are going to try to escape. They are very slow, but it seems like they are going to just be fast enough. Those army really needs to get and help those guys. Oh, there we go, an annihilation of this part, and looks like the Terran army is going to try to retreat. No upgrades for them as I see. So this is going to be a kind of advantage for the Protoss player, as they have +2 attack. And what is happening? Oh, there was a hidden explosion that I did not notice, and it got completely owned, while this army is simply trying to make their way into the opposing team. Wow, this is very exciting. I wasn't expecting such a good game with so controversial comments that it had. And Medevac hitting Mutalisk. Oh man, this is freaking me out. Oh, it's good that the Zek does not have Medevacs on their team, imagine that. But what I wanted to say, imagine a Ghost. One unit that can make an entire army of Immortals absolutely useless, allowing the siege tanks to kill them in 2 shots, which is pretty insane. Okay, not 2 shots, 4 shots, but this is still a lot. And taking the shits from everything and taking the energy from High Templars, they're not an option in PvT. I do hate the MP ability, I do not see it in Starcraft 2. I know that there's a billion of players that disagree with me on that, but I simply hate it. It might take away the energy, but not the shields. And there we go, a clash of the data. I should stop disagreeing with everybody. And there we go, those Colossi, are in a huge problems, as those corruptors are taking them no problem, but not using the corruption ability that is really underused. Those siege tanks medic away those stalkers, but only 2 of them are left. And it looks like actually the right team has gained the advantage, but losing all of those Colossi is going to be a setback. Go in right now. You have to attack this base, because this is your chance. Move those sloppy siege tanks. Yeah, there we go, finally doing something. And this Protoss army is going to melt away this entire Terran base. And look at this cool animation of depleted gas. And what, there's nothing that can save it. And I do not see any sneaky action from any of the other player. Production not showing anything. The Zek is not producing anything, and it does not have the money for it. The Zek have no money! After losing that high yield, they are put in a position where they have no money whatsoever. That this is why they cannot do anything. Right now, yeah, this is, you know what happened? They just got some money from your next, because he probably was floating on the money, and yeah, he definitely was. So he decided to give some money to the Zek, so now they can make some Hydros. He should give even more, in my opinion, as they have a lot of those hatcheries, and Urinex has no way of doing anything. Oh, I guess not. He's spamming those factories. Why the Terra's army is making sure that there's no structure left for your next. So your next is not the guy next, because he's definitely dying first. And more Colossi are hitting the battlefield. They do not care that their friends have been being ate alive. And wow, this is amazing. I do love Colossi. I mean, I used to hate them and simply love Void Race, but then I changed myself and switched into the Colossi. And as you can see, this poor Orbital Command is trying to land somewhere. and not sure why it is landing. It should go over here and use SUVs to attack the Nexus, no matter how it sounds, but it is a GG right here, as the team right has a huge advantage over the other team. The Zerg right now has the money, but it's not producing anything. This is a good game, spare firepower from Protoss and Terran, winning the game, winning the match. I must say, I do not completely understand how this happened. I mean, where did they gain this advantage that allowed them to win the match? I mean, this did came down to, you know what, I think that the meeting that turned the sides of the battle was the one where the Zerg army was over here, caught off guard and being annihilated by the siege tanks, and then again it was when... Oh, Overlord's running away, that's cute. And then again it was when the Zerg expansion over here was scouted out, and the Zerg simply had no money to do anything, and this was the good game for him. So that's the problem on this map, that there's really not a lot of those resources to fight over, because there's only high yield that you can fight over. Everything else is kind of natural expansion. So that's what generally happened this game. Something that really could change the dates of the battlefield. Yeah, actually I'm not sure. I mean, Ghost is always useful. I mean, no matter what, I do promote producing Ghost because of this insanely overpowered, in my honest opinion, EMP that can tear through, you know, really annihilated the Protoss army. So Ghost could be made, not necessarily to save the game, but it could be made. I mean, it's not that expensive to get a single Ghost, and it's always profit. I mean, no, it's always worth a try. And what else could be made? Actually, I must say, I'm not totally sure. Both teams played well. They did not play extraordinarily well, but they did everything just right. So I'm not kind of sure what could be done to counter this terrifying Terran Protoss army. Well, the Terran Rory had this advantage of positioning. He had, with this observer, he was able to, you know, position his siege tanks in a perfect way, which was giving him a high advantage. So that's, I guess that was what was happening over there. No, I must say, I am too noobish to analyze this. I mean, I could, but I do not want to waste your time, so you can feel free to comment it on Game Replays or on YouTube. I don't care. So, thank you for watching. It was PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, and yeah, we will see the other, probably, unless I make one more video cast, we will see the other after Starcraft 2 is out. I cannot wait for this. This is going to be epic, amazingly awesome. I already pre-ordered it, or duh, and wow, this is going to be sick. So thanks for watching and see you online.